to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney, and it's time to talk about dinner. Every single Sunday, I like to pop up one of these what's for dinner videos. Some weeks are longer than others. Some weeks I have more meals than others. This week, I felt like it was a decent week. We did have some leftovers. We had some things going on, but overall, the meals were really, really good. I did make some chicken, broccoli, and rice, such a simple little casserole that I threw together. Is it really a casserole? I don't know. It's delicious, that's what it is. And then I did make some green chili turkey burgers. They were supposed to be ground chicken, but I made them with turkey. They are so packed with flavor. The problem, of course, would be the ground turkey doesn't hold together as well as the ground chicken, so I just served it as an open-faced sandwich. Absolutely delicious. I think everyone raved about that one. But basically all the meals this week were really pretty good. Nobody was complaining. We were all really, really happy with how everything turned out. Anyway, I think that's enough chatting. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. I do like to do these videos every Sunday, and then on Tuesdays, I do grocery hauls. You will be seeing a what's for breakfast video from me soon, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks, you will also see a homeschool haul. So if you're interested in homeschool things, what we're doing in our homeschool next year, make sure you keep up with all of my stuff. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in and see what's for dinner. All right, it is dinner time. It is Monday, and this is what's going down, some tostadas. So like half the people in my house are sick. We got a cold going around in here. Nobody feels great, and it's hot, and I don't want to heat the house up. So this is such a simple, quick, easy meal. I've got the flat tostada chips back here. I've got refried beans, I've got salsa, I've got some tortilla chips if anyone wants chips and salsa. I've got jalapenos, I've got some shredded cheddar cheese, some shredded lettuce, some black olives, sour cream, and here I've got green onions. I've got some guacamole. So yeah, that's it. Not even throwing out any meat, and that's okay. This is so delicious and so fresh, and it's not hot when the weather is super hot, and it takes no time to put together. So this is our dinner for Monday night. I think I've actually shown it before, but here it is again. If you're not making these at home, you guys should really try them. You can always throw like shredded chicken or some taco meat or something like that on there if you wanted to, but I will show you what the finished tostada looks like. All right, tonight is gonna be an easy, like comfort food kind of dinner. We're gonna make a chicken broccoli rice casserole. Normally it's a cheesy chicken broccoli rice casserole, but if you've been here a while, you know my oldest does not like cheese. So I'm not gonna put the cheese in. For anybody that wants it, I will just sprinkle cheese on top of their dinner. So I started off, I didn't feel like sauteing an onion. Typically you'd like chop up an onion and saute it and stuff. I didn't want to do that. So I have some of these chopped onions here, and I really need to use them because I've had them for a while. So I took like close to a tablespoon and put them in the bottom of the bowl, and then I added just enough water to cover them, and as you can see there's almost no water left. It just rehydrates them, that's all. So to that I am also going to go ahead and add in some garlic. You can add as much or as little as you want. If you have some kind of spice combination that you really like, you could use that. You know, like herb seasonings are really good in this. That is not what I'm doing today, but you could totally do that. I'm gonna add in a little bit of pepper. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in some salt. And this is the kind of casserole you can make ahead of time, and it tastes great the next day. It sits really well in the fridge. It would make like a good meal plan for the week kind of meal. So I added in some salt. I think that'll be enough. And then we're gonna add in a can of, really it's one of those, add in a can of cream of whatever soup you like best. For me, I'm gonna do cream of celery just because I think it tastes the best in this, but I've done cream of mushroom before plenty of times and it tastes really good too. And then I'm just gonna mix all of this stuff together really well. I want to make sure that my onions and my garlic are incorporated really well in here. And if you feel like it's not seasoned well, you can always add more. Like I'm not seeing a ton of pepper. We like a lot of pepper. I'm going to add in some more. All right, that looks good, and it smells pretty good too. So next I'm gonna add in the rice. So I went ahead and cooked up a lot of rice just because we eat a lot of rice during the week, and it's something I try to always just kind of have on hand. It's just handy for us. So I cooked up like 4 cups or so, but I'm not gonna use that much. I'll probably just use about 2 cups. I'm just gonna kind of spoon it on in the bowl and stir this. And if you feel like it's not enough, you can always add more, but you wanna make sure that you do have enough liquid in here because we're gonna bake this at the end of the, well, when we're done, it bakes. I think mine looks pretty good. It's not like too wet, but I can tell there's creamy soup in there, so we're good. All right, next I cooked a whole bag of this broccoli in the microwave. It's mostly cooked all the way through. There's a few cold spots, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this in with the rice. This is actually one of my husband's favorite meals. He loves this so much. You don't actually have to cook it in the oven. When I meal plan and make it for lunches, I will stop at this step and just put it in like all his different lunch containers. So you totally could do that if you want to. Okay, I have my chicken. It was a bag of chicken tenders. I did use the fork trick to pull the, I don't know, whatever that little strippy thing is that's in them. I pulled it out. So it kind of mutilated the chicken. None of them were really left in like a full tender form, but that's okay. It's chicken and it's gonna get cooked and it's gonna get chewed, so I guess it's all right. Anyway, next I am going to season it. You can season this however you like, whatever your favorite thing is. If you want to do like garlic and herb or some kind of ranch seasoning or something spicy or whatever, it'll all be good. I'm just keeping it pretty simple. I'm going to do the blend by Kinder's. It's salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I'm going to do a little bit of the smoked paprika because I just love the way that tastes. I know that like apparently a lot of people don't like smoked paprika. So I don't know what that's about. I think it's delicious, but if you don't like it, use something else. It's fine. I'm just going to season this, and I'm going to be pretty generous with it because I kind of think chicken's a little bit bland. And this is a lot of chicken for the rice, so I may save some. I was actually really thinking about making a barbecue chicken pizza, and then I talked myself out of it, but I'm looking at all this chicken thinking, well, that's a lot of chicken. I might have some left over, and I have some shredded chicken in my freezer, so maybe I will. We'll see how this all works out. So I've seasoned this side, and I'm just going to put it in the pan and then season the other side. Welcome back to this side of the kitchen. So I have a casserole dish and I sprayed it with some nonstick spray. And then I'm going to just add this rice and broccoli right in there. And I'm just going to kind of press it down so that it goes all the way down, because if not, sometimes you have like empty spaces. This on its own right here is absolutely delicious. It's even better with cheese on it. But because we want like a full dinner, we're going to put that chicken on top whenever it's done cooking. And I mean, if you're going to bake it like this, you don't have to cook it all the way through on the stovetop. But I think I'm going to cook mine all the way through because I'm not sure how much I'm going to put on here. So I'm going to let it finish cooking, and then I'll see how much I want to stick on here, and then I'm going to save the rest because I think I'm going to make that barbecue chicken pizza. Alright, I just checked my chicken and it looks like it's about cooked. I mean, the pieces weren't that big, so it doesn't take that long. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pull the skillet over, and I'm going to add some chicken to the top of this. Alright, so if you don't want to add the chicken to the top, you totally don't have to do that. You could serve it separately, it's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and just toss some chicken on top here. Probably about half of this chicken. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then I'll save the rest to make a barbecue chicken pizza tomorrow. I'm making a small barbecue chicken pizza. This might actually just be enough for it. And that's gonna be a new recipe to us. I've never tried it, but I've seen a bunch of people do it. So I think that's gonna be the perfect amount for it. But I'm gonna put this, and like I said, if you guys like cheese, mixed cheese, I like to do cheese whiz. I just think it tastes better, but you could do like some chopped up Velveeta into the rice mixture. Only about, let's see, I did 2 cups of cooked rice, 1 can of soup. So you probably only want to do about, I don't know, half to 3/4 of a cup of Velveeta chopped up, mixed in there, and then top it with just like a little shredded cheddar cheese. So stinking delicious. But like I said before, my oldest does not like cheese. So I'll just sprinkle some cheese on my plate and on my husband's plate and stuff if we want it. And I'll just cook it like this. It'll still be super delicious. But this is dinner. I'm going to serve it with, what do I have? Oh, a chopped up melon. I've got a Summer Gem melon from H-E-B, and it's so delicious. Oh my gosh, it's so insanely good. And then I made a salad. I had the last of my kale, and I needed to use it. So I just whipped up a lemon vinaigrette kale salad, and I will serve that with it. So I've got some healthy sides. There's broccoli in here. It's lean chicken. How bad could it really be, right? That's dinner tonight. Next up, I am making these green chili turkey burgers. So good. So I started off with some dehydrated onion and some dehydrated garlic and just added just a little bit of water in there, just enough to like barely cover everything, and I let it set for about 10 minutes. That way it soaked up all the liquid and was nice and soft again. And then I went ahead and tossed in my 1 pound of ground turkey. I added in 1 can of diced green chilies. I added in some smoked paprika and a little bit of cumin, some salt, and some pepper. I will link the recipe for this down below in the description box. It's actually for a ground chicken burger. I just subbed turkey because I had it and it was cheaper. I will say the turkey is a lot softer, so these didn't hold together as well as a normal hamburger patty would have held together. So keep that in mind. I did add breadcrumbs to try to get it, a little bit firmer, but it still wasn't quite enough. So ground chicken might work better for this, but the flavor was on point, and I just served it as an open-faced kind of thing. Next time I would probably just serve it more like Sloppy Joe style, I think, and that would be super delicious. Once I had everything all mixed together, I just put some oil in a skillet, let it heat up, and formed my patties and placed them in there. And I cooked them probably about 5 minutes per side and got a nice brown crust that added that extra flavor. So good. Didn't take long, and it was super easy to make. And like I said, they were soft and they kind of fell apart. I just put a slice of my homemade bread on the plate and then put some guacamole on top of that, and then placed a patty on top. And of course, I melted a little bit of provolone cheese. I think pepper jack cheese or cheddar would have been even better. I didn't have any pepper jack. That's what I would have really preferred. So I just went with provolone because it was already open in my fridge and I was trying to use it up. But yeah, as you can see, these didn't hold together quite as well as I would have liked, but the flavor was so good. And like I said, I might just try it Sloppy Joe style next time. I think that would be super delicious as well, kind of like a loose meat sandwich. And I served it with some chips and salsa on the side. All right, I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I made homemade pizza dough before I went to the store this morning, so it's just been rising and it's ready to go. I'm going to divide that into 2 portions and put one on a small round pizza pan and the other one on a sheet tray. The small one, I'm going to do a barbecue chicken pizza. I have leftover chicken from dinner the other night, and then I'm going to try this Alabucky barbecue sauce. It's like, what is it? I think it's Kentucky barbecue sauce mixed with Alabama white sauce. We'll see. Should be delicious. For the pepperoni pizza that I'm going to do on the side, just for those that don't like it, I opened a can of tomato sauce and mixed in some Italian seasoning and a little bit of salt and pepper, and that'll be our pizza sauce. And then to go on the barbecue chicken pizza, I sauteed these onions. So they'll go on there with the sauce. And then normally when I see people make these, they use cheddar cheese. I'm using mozzarella because my oldest does not like cheese, but he will eat pizza. He doesn't mind the mozzarella cheese so much, but he really does not like cheddar. So I'm not going to use that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and divide this up into 2 portions, and I'm going to go ahead and roll it out and get it on the cookie sheets. Then I will chat back with you guys when it's time to actually assemble the pizza. Okay, I rolled my dough out. I'm going to start with the pepperoni one first. Actually, it's going to be cheese and pepperoni. My dough didn't make as much as it did last time I made this dough, so I don't know if maybe I'm crazy or like maybe I did something wrong. The texture feels fine. It's just not as much dough as usually I have enough to split in half pretty easily without any issue, but today that is not the case. So these are not going to be quite as much as I wanted, but that's okay. I'm going to spread the sauce out. I am going to leave one little square up here empty because Jensen asked if I would put no sauce on his, so I'm going to try my best to get no sauce on his. Real quick, I'm going to melt some butter and brush it on the edges and then sprinkle on a little bit of garlic salt. That just makes the like crust on the edge, makes it nice. Okay, it's pretty melted. Probably would have been wise to do this before I put the sauce on, but I completely forgot, so here we are, and that's okay. Not the end of the world. I do have my oven preheating to 450 degrees right now. You do want to try to cook pizzas on a pretty high temperature if you can. So I've got mine cranked up, but it won't take very long. Really, it's going to take less than 10 minutes probably to cook these pizzas. Maybe 10 because I'm doing 2 of them, but it's pretty quick. All right, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese on. All right, I'm going to start with some mozzarella that I shredded. I'm going to use this for both pizzas. I think that'll be okay. I also have some Munster and a little bit of provolone cheese that I will probably shred up and add to them just for that super cheese pool cheesiness that's so delicious. All right, I'm going to start with just some sliced provolone. This was already open in my fridge and I need to use it up. So this is a great project for that. I'm just going to kind of tear it into little shreddy pieces like this and then toss it all over. Real quick before I put on the pepperoni, I'm going to sprinkle just some garlic salt around the edge where I put the butter, just a little bit, just to kind of give it a little extra flavor on the crust. I'm one of those people that will totally eat the crust, but I do like a little seasoning on it. I'm not going to waste it. So we'll just sprinkle this right around the edge. It'll be super delicious. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add some pepperonis just to this part of the pizza. Pepperoni pizza for my kids at least, and then if we just really don't love the barbecue chicken pizza, there is some extra pepperoni. Now let's work on that chicken pizza. Then I'm gonna start off by brushing the butter around the edges first this time. There we go. Yeah, this is way easier. And I'll go ahead and sprinkle some of this garlic salt around the edge. You could use just plain garlic powder, but I really feel like the garlic salt's going to be a way better flavor on this. All right, so next we're going to use sauce. Any barbecue sauce would work, whatever your favorite is. I am going to try a new one. Okay, so I did taste that Alabucky sauce, and it's awful. I don't like it. We're just going to use some good old-fashioned barbecue sauce. I do have some Korean, what is it, like Korean barbecue wing sauce or something, but I have some wings in my deep freeze, like some chicken wings. I'd really like to save that sauce for those chicken wings. I think it'll be delicious. So if I can get this barbecue sauce open, we're just gonna go with good old-fashioned plain Jane barbecue sauce. Oh, that smells so good. I'm not gonna go too heavy because, like, for me personally, I love the taste of barbecue sauce, but I do think it is a strong flavor. So I don't wanna go too heavy with it. But I want it to be there so we know it's a barbecue pizza. All right, next I'm gonna sprinkle on my chicken, and this is just the chicken that I made to go on top of that chicken broccoli rice casserole the other night. It's what I had left over. I chopped it up, and I'm just gonna throw it down. Originally I wanted to put it on top of the cheese like I do like pepperonis and stuff, but then the more I thought about it, the more I decided this would be better because I'm afraid the extreme heat from the oven is gonna dry out. I mean, this is white meat chicken, so it'll dry out easily, and I didn't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna put it down here on the bottom. Okay, hands are clean. I'm gonna go ahead and toss on some cheese. And if you're making this at home, I would really say I bet cheddar cheese is better. Or maybe a Mexican blend cheese or something like that. But again, my oldest just really does not like cheese. And cheddar is definitely his least favorite of all of them. So I'm just gonna do some regular old mozzarella because he does like regular cheese pizza, but I am gonna toss on just a little bit of Munster because I think it'll be really good. I don't remember who it is. I want to say it's Little Caesars. One of the pizza places does put Munster on there. I just can't remember which one it is. But one of them does do that. So this is not my original idea. I got it from like a commercial or something. Anyway, just going to kind of toss this on. Maybe it was Sam's Club. Do y'all ever get the pizza at Sam's Club? Like, legit, my honest opinion, I think Sam's Club has the best takeout pizza out of everyone. I absolutely love their pizza. It's so good. I like it better than like Domino's and better than Little Caesars or Pizza Hut. I haven't eaten at Pizza Hut in a long time. A long time. But yeah, Sam's Club for the win for me. They make really good pizza. And I mean, you can't beat the price. We got some pizza there the other day when my husband and I went to Sam's Club. And we got like 2 really huge pizzas for like $19. You can't beat that price. We ate it as a family of 5. We ate that pizza for like 2.5 days. There was so much pizza. So you can't beat that. All right, now I've got that on there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my onions on. They've cooled a bit, so I'm just gonna use my fingers so I can spread them out a little more evenly. And I just cook these in olive oil and butter on like a lowish temperature for a while and let them caramelize and stuff like that. And now I'm just going to sprinkle them all over the top because I think they're going to be absolutely fantastic on here. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You could just use leftover pizza and that would probably be really good, or leftover chicken, and that would probably be really good too. But when I thought of it, I was like, caramelized onions. It needs some caramelized onions. So I'm putting them on there. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna pop both of these in the oven, 450, no, I cranked it up to 475, sorry. 475 degrees for like 8 to 10 minutes and see how they look. All right, friends, that's gonna do it for today's What's for Dinner video. Have you guys tried any of these meals at home, or are you planning to try any of these meals? Let me know down below in the comments. My family loved them. They were all really delicious, so no complaints here, and I'm sure some of them you'll probably see again. Those green chili turkey burgers were definitely delicious. I would not mind trying them with chicken, which is how they're supposed to be made. If I could find some on sale or something, I will probably do that. But anyway, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Happy Sunday to you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. I will see you guys back here on Tuesday for my grocery haul. Have a great week, guys. Bye.